What does it take to make you happy? Weird question, eh? I asked this because I was thinking about the times when I was struggling when I was a lost soul in my early 20s, and I thought I needed so many things to be happy. Looking back, I can't help but cringe a little because almost everything that I thought that I needed for happiness was shallow and a poor foundation for happiness. And because I love my fellow charismatic nerds, I'll share with you some of those things that I thought I needed. Uber amounts of money, a girlfriend, being the cool guy, as muscular as Jay Cutler without steroids, brand clothing, and 1 million subscribers. I could keep going, or I can stop embarrassing myself. The point I want to show you is that I was foolish to think that I needed so many things to complete my happiness. I never needed all those things, and it took me going to therapy to realize that. Therapy showed me that life that I have right now is what I make of it, and as long as I have my internal issues resolved, it won't get in the way of me finding happiness more immediately. It's funny that so many of us think that we need XYZ to be happy, but we think this way because we don't understand the value of being alive at this moment. This very moment we are breathing and alive. I know that sounds so obvious, but the fact is that we don't revel in the wonders of being alive and understand that this could be gone in a second. Sometimes when I watch old sitcoms, I like to see what the actors from those shows are up to, how they age and how they turned out. And in some of those cases, I realize that some of those actors aren't with us today. For example, Lamont Bentley, he died in a car crash at 31. Merlin Santana got murdered at 26. And I mentioned these two because I've been binge watching Moesha, and these were, pretty handsome guys, and I wanted to see what was up with them, but unfortunately I realized they weren't with us today. And the point I'm trying to bring up is that death can come at us at any moment. It's arrogant to think that we have tomorrow guaranteed. That's why it's so important to make the most of your life in this moment. And I'm not talking about going on a crazy bender with cocaine, alcohol, and strippers, but to accept the wonders of being alive and enjoying the moment you have right now and enjoying today. Forget about the worries of tomorrow. When it comes, you will deal with it, but enjoy your time of being alive now. And let me share you a passage that I read to remind me of this when worries about the future kind of creep up on me. And warning, this is a very long passage. Thus, pleasure is wholly within the present moment, and we need not wait for anything from the future to increase it. Everything we have been saying so far could be summed up in the following verses from Horace. Let the soul which is happy with the present learn to hate to worry about what lies ahead. The happy mind does not look towards the future. If we limit our desires in a reasonable way, we can be happy right now. Not only can we be happy, but we must. Happiness must be found immediately, here and now, and in the present. Instead of reflecting about our lives as a whole, calculating our hopes and worries, we must seize happiness within the present moment. The matter is urgent. In the words of an Epicurean saying, "We are only born once. Twice is not allowed. And it is necessary that we shall be no more for all eternity. And yet you, who are not master of tomorrow, you keep putting off your joy. Yet life is vainly consumed in these delays, and each of us dies without ever having known peace." Once again, we find the echo of this idea in Horace. While we are talking, jealous time has fled. So seize the day and put no trust in tomorrow. Horace's Carpe Diem is by no means, as is often believed, the advice of a sensualist playboy. On the contrary, it is an invitation to conversion. We are invited to become aware of the vanity of our immensely vain desires, at the same time as of the imminence of death, the uniqueness of life, and the uniqueness of the present instant. From this perspective, each instant appears as a marvelous gift which fills its recipient with gratitude. Believe that each new day that dawns will be the last for you, that each unexpected hour shall come to you as a delighted gift. There's perhaps an echo here of the Epicurean Philodemus. Receive each additional moment of time in a manner appropriate to its value, as if one were having an incredible stroke of luck. I told you guys that was going to be pretty long, and I should have forewarned you that I was going to drop some Greek philosophy out of nowhere. But anyways, this is really important to understand, guys. Whatever you think you need to be happy is not needed. You just need to learn to enjoy this very moment now. It's a harsh reality that we can't get a second chance at life. So why waste the one shot that we have? Trust me guys, if you're lucky to live a long life, you will feel it's going by so fast. So don't waste time daydreaming of a happy life when you can start now, when you can learn to appreciate the present moments of life. You may surprise yourself when you realize how happy you actually are. Anyways, this is just as much of a reminder to myself as it is for you guys, alright? So we're all not perfect, we're all working through our way, so this is just a reminder to myself too, so don't think I'm like holier than thou. But alright guys, that's it for today. Thank you again for watching. Please don't forget to like this video, comment, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my newsletter, and guys, remember, you're not just any type of nerd, you're a charismatic nerd.